So you've been doing everything right. Paying your bills on time, not opening any new credit cards, maybe even paying down some debt. And every time you check your credit score, that number never changes. Or worse, and I know this feeling, seeing that your score went down. And nobody can tell you why. You probably don't understand why this is happening to you. And that's exactly what this video is for today. Hi, I'm Giselle from Home Qualifiers, and today I will be explaining why your credit score is stuck. By the end of this video, you will know exactly what is holding your score back and what to do about it. If you've been trying to buy a home and somebody told you to fix your credit, this video is for you. If you've been working on your credit for months and see no change, this video is for you. And if you don't know where to start but know where your score needs to be, this video is for you as well. I work in the home ownership and credit industry, and I put out content every week about stuff they never taught us. Credit, mortgages, buying a home, all of that. And if that's the journey you're on, please subscribe. This channel is going to save you so much time and money. This is the #1 reason why people's credit does not move, and they have no idea that it's happening. Credit utilization. Credit utilization is the percentage of available credit that you're currently using. And this actually makes up 30% of your credit score. That's almost a third of your credit score sitting on this one factor. So here's how it works. If you have a credit card with a $1,000 limit and you are currently using $700, your utilization on that card is 70%. And that is gonna hurt you significantly. That's something that I never knew. I always felt like, oh, I'm just gonna use one specific credit card and I'm gonna max out that one, but I'm gonna be doing payments and the rest of them are paid off. So that means I'm in good standing. That's not right. Your credit utilization needs to be 30%. So the fact that I was using one specific credit card for everything and my utilization was super high was actually hurting me when I thought I was doing the right thing because I was only using one card. So the rule of thumb is keeping your credit utilization under 30%. But if you really want to raise your score fast, let's go ahead and shoot for 10% of credit utilization. Paying the minimum doesn't fix utilization because the balance is still there. So if your score has been stuck and you've been carrying balances on your cards, that's likely your biggest problem right now. The second reason your score might not be moving is because you have a negative item on your report and you might not even know it's there. Late payments, collections, charge-offs, hard inquiries, these items drag your score down. And what you might not know is that these items stick around for a long time, sometimes even 7 years. So imagine that, 7 years of a negative item hurting your score every single month. And some of them get re-reported incorrectly. Maybe that account wasn't yours, or maybe that late payment was never late to begin with. That's why pulling your full credit report is so important and not just your score. Think of it like this. Your score is just a number. Your report is the story behind that number. And if you didn't know, it's your right to challenge inaccurate items on your credit report. A lot of the credit bureaus don't want you to know that that's your legal right, that by law, you have the ability to challenge inaccurate items on your credit report. And removing these negative items can move your score more than anything else that you do. Disputing things can be a manual and confusing progress. That's exactly why I use Home Qualifiers. It monitors all 3 credit bureaus, flags what's hurting my score, and creates dispute letters for me automatically. Having a tool that organizes and handles it all for me is truly a game changer. If you would like to know more about Home Qualifiers, I'll go ahead and leave the information down in the description below. Here's another reason that your credit score might be suffering. And this is one that most people never see coming. Your score doesn't just go up because you're avoiding bad things. It also needs positive things reporting. So if you have very few accounts or very thin credit profile, your score has a low ceiling. So no matter how perfectly you manage it, it's not gonna help out too much. This is very common to people who are new to credit or people that close off too many accounts. Closing accounts actually reduces your available credit, which increases credit utilization, and it can shorten your credit history. So all of these things can hurt your score. You might be wondering, how exactly is my credit length history hurting me? And I have a number for you. This makes up 15% of your credit score. And the worst thing is that this is something that you cannot rush. You have to be patient and you have to let time do its thing. Lenders want to see that you are responsible. They want to see that you are able to manage credit over time, not just for 6 months, 3 months. The older your accounts are, the better this factor looks. Where people accidentally hurt themselves is opening too many new accounts at the same time. Every new account lowers the average age of your history. So if you opened 3 new credit cards in the last year, you may have actually lowered your average credit age and hurt your score. The lesson here is to be strategic about when and why you open up accounts. Another reason why your credit score might not be where you want it to be is because of hard inquiries. Every time you apply for a new credit card, a car, a home, an apartment even, the lender is going to pull your credit. That's called a hard inquiry, and every hard inquiry is going to temporarily drag your score down. 1 or 2 hard inquiries at a time, maybe not a big deal. But if you've been applying for multiple things in a short amount of time, say 4 or 5 hard inquiries, that adds up. This also signals to the lenders that you might be in a financial distress situation, and they're not going to want to let you borrow any more money. And the most annoying part is that hard inquiries stay on your report for 2 years, but they only impact your score for about 12 months. Still pretty annoying. But okay, so now here's your action plan. First, pull your full credit report from all 3 bureaus. Remember I said not just your credit score. You need to read the full report. This is where you're going to be able to look for errors, inaccuracies, anything that shouldn't be there. Second, calculate your utilization for every single credit line you have. If any of them are over 30%, that should be your first priority. Third, stop applying for new credit cards. Give your score some time to breathe, especially if you're planning to apply for a mortgage in the next year or so. Fourth, don't close old accounts. Even if you're not using them, keep them. Remember, this is good for your credit history. This is gonna preserve your credit age, and it's also gonna help with credit limits. Fifth, dispute anything that is inaccurate. Like I said, it is your right to dispute any inaccurate items on your credit report. And removing even 1 negative item can move your score a lot. And to wrap it up, your credit score isn't stuck just because you're doing something wrong. It's because we were never taught this. But now you have it. Pull your credit report, lower that utilization, stop applying for new credit cards, be strategic about your new credit, and give it time. Drop a comment and tell me which one of these reasons is what you think is holding your score back the most. If this video helped you, please subscribe. I put out content like this every single week of the things we were never taught about in school. So I will see you next week.